Welcome to BioWorld presentation channel. In today's lesson, we are going to see about meiosis II and what are the phases which is involved in meiosis II. Let's see what are they. So meiosis II, it is similar to mitosis and it is otherwise called as meiotic mitosis. So basically it consists of four phases. They are prophase II, metaphase II, anaphase II and telophase II. So let's see one by one. This picture represents the meiosis II. So we will see one by one in the next slide. So the first one is prophase II. So in this prophase II, bivalent chromosomes shorten. So the centriole pair develop and it is moved towards the spindle pole and the nucleus and the nuclear membrane is disappear in the prophase II. Another one is metaphase II. So in this metaphase II, each chromosome consisting of two chromatids and it is held together by centrosomes. Later, centrosome divide into two and thus two chromatids separate. That is called as daughter chromosome and it is otherwise called as new chromosomes. So the daughter chromosome move towards the opposite poles. So these are the called as anaphase II. So in this telophase II, haploid set as to the two poles and it is uncoiled and it form chromatin materials. So the nuclear membrane and the nucleolus reappear in this telophase II. So at the end of this event, two daughter nuclei are formed. This is called as telophase II. In this slide, we are going to see about cytokinesis. So the cytokinesis, it is nothing but the division of cytoplasm into two daughter cells. So it is majorly occur by the formation of a construction or furrow in the cell membranes. So until the two daughter cells separate, it is then deepened. So the vesicle is produced by the dictyosome and it is fused to form cell plate. It is grow in the middle and divide the cell into two daughter cells. So in this slide we are going to see about significance of mitosis. So somatic cell, I already told you guys, somatic cell which is nothing but the body cell. So the body cell number is increased by mitosis. Later it help in growth and the development of multicellular organism. It play a significant role in repairing, wound healing, replacement of cell that lost during normal wear and tear. So example for this is cells of skin and body cells of intestinal lining. So it help in regeneration of damaged part. Example for this is tail in lizard. Now I want to tell you the story. I don't know how many of you remember the story of lizard. That is the how the lizard get the tail again. So here is the reason, because of mitosis process. That's why the lizard get the tail again. It is a method of multiplication or reproduction in the lower organism. So in this plant vegetative propagation involve only mitotic divisions and it genetically identical individuals are produced. So these are all the significance of mitosis. So the next one we are going to see about cytokinesis of meiosis. After karyokinesis, which is nothing but the nuclear division. So after the nuclear division is completed, the cytokinesis take place. So there are following steps. One then is successive cell plate formation and the other one is simultaneous plate formation. So now I give the definition for both successive cell plate formation and the simultaneous cell plate formation. So the first one we are going to see about successive cell plate formation. So in this type, the cell plate is formed after meiosis I and it is forming two daughter cell. So the two daughter cell, it is otherwise called as dyads, and again after meiosis II, so four daughter cells are formed. So these four daughter cells are otherwise called as tetrad. In this second one is simultaneous cell plate formations. In this type, cytokinesis take place only once, that is after meiosis II, and all the four daughter cells are formed simultaneously. The next one we are going to see about significance of meiosis. So meiosis, it help in the formation of haploid sex cell, which is gametes, that is ovum or sperm. Just after fertilization, it restore the original diploid number in the zygote. So where it is so where it is restored in the zygote. So it maintain a fixed number of chromosomes in a sexually reproducing species, that is generation after generation. So the crossing over results in the variation of genetic characters in the offspring. The variation forms the raw materials for evolution. So later the four chromatids of a homologous pair of chromosomes are passed on to four different daughter cells. So this is called segregation of chromosomes, and it is help in the variation. So the last one we are going to see about what is the difference between mitosis and the meiosis. So the mitosis, so this process take place in the somatic cell. So the somatic cell, which is nothing but body cell except sex cell. So in this meiosis, it is take place in the sex cell. So in this mitotic phase, it help in growth, development and repairing of cell and tissues. On the other hand, in meiosis, it help in the formation of gametes. So in this mitotic phase, it is a single division which produce two daughter cell, but in meiosis, it is a double division which give rise to four daughter cells. So in this mitotic phase, the number of chromosomes remain the same in daughter cell, but in the meiosis, the number of chromosomes are reduced to half to after meiosis. So in this mitotic phase, it involves 5 phases. One is interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. But in the meiosis, it complete in two divisions. One is meiosis 1 and the other one is meiosis 2. So each involving 4 phases. So the prophase one is further divided into 5 substages. The next one is the daughter cells are similar to parent, so they do not cause genetic variations between generation in the mitotic phase, but in the meiosis it produces genetic variations between generation. Why? Because of crossing over. So these are all the meiotic phase. Very thank you to all. So hope you guys, you are all watched my videos. Please support my channel. Meet you in the next video. Bye.